Relationships with avoidant partners can sometimes feel confusing or even emotionally draining. Their tendency to pull away, avoid conflict, or resist emotional closeness might leave you questioning their intentions. You may wonder, are they just protecting themselves, or are they trying to manipulate me? While avoidant partners aren't inherently manipulative, their behavior can sometimes feel that way, especially if there's a lack of communication or transparency. In this video, we'll explore the difference between self-protective behaviors and manipulation, how to identify red flags, and what you can do to protect yourself while fostering a healthier dynamic. Manipulation involves intentionally influencing or controlling another person's thoughts, emotions, or actions for one's own benefit. In relationships, this can take many forms, including emotional withholding, gaslighting, or using guilt to maintain control. With avoidant partners, what often appears as manipulation might actually be their way of coping with vulnerability. For example, withdrawing during a conflict might feel like emotional punishment, but it's more likely a defense mechanism to avoid discomfort or overwhelm. The key difference is intention. Manipulation is deliberate, while self-protective behaviors are often subconscious. While most avoidant partners aren't intentionally manipulative, certain behaviors can blur the line. It's important to recognize these signs to understand whether their actions are unintentionally harmful or crossing into manipulative territory. One potential red flag is emotional withholding, using silence or distance as a way to punish or control you. For example, if your partner pulls away every time you bring up a concern and refuses to re-engage unless you drop the topic, this could be a form of avoidance turning into manipulation. Another sign is blaming you for their withdrawal. If they constantly frame their need for space as your fault, saying things like, "I wouldn't have to pull away if you weren't so needy," it might indicate an unhealthy dynamic where they avoid accountability. Gaslighting can also occur, though it's less common. This might involve your partner denying their actions or minimizing your feelings, leaving you doubting your perception of events. For example, they might say, "You're overreacting, it's not a big deal," when you express concern about their behavior. Understanding your partner's intentions is key to distinguishing between manipulation and self-protective behaviors. Avoidant individuals often act out of fear rather than malice. Their withdrawal, for instance, may be an unconscious attempt to create emotional safety rather than a deliberate effort to hurt you. To differentiate the two, consider how they respond when you address the issue. A self-protective avoidant might initially resist, but eventually acknowledge your feelings or try to find a compromise. A manipulative partner, on the other hand, is more likely to dismiss your concerns, deflect blame, or continue the behavior without any effort to improve. Another clue is whether their actions serve to maintain their own emotional comfort or exert control over you. Self-protective behaviors are about managing their internal struggles, while manipulation often involves deliberately shifting power in the relationship. If you suspect your partner's behavior is veering into manipulation, it's essential to address it calmly and assertively. Start by expressing your feelings without assigning blame. For instance, say, "When you withdraw during our conversations, I feel dismissed and unsure of how to move forward. Can we talk about how to handle this differently?" Setting clear boundaries is crucial. Let your partner know what behaviors you're willing to accept and what you're not. For example, you might say, "I respect your need for space, but I also need communication about what's happening. Silent treatment isn't something I can navigate in a healthy way." If the dynamic remains unhealthy despite your efforts, consider seeking support from a therapist. Individual therapy can help you explore your feelings and develop strategies for managing the relationship, while couples therapy provides a neutral space to address underlying issues and improve communication. It's also important to evaluate whether the relationship aligns with your values and emotional needs. If your partner consistently refuses to engage in meaningful change or continues to dismiss your feelings, it may be a sign to prioritize your well-being and consider stepping away. Avoidant partners are often driven by fear and self-preservation, not malice. However, their behavior can still have a significant impact on your emotional health. By recognizing the signs of manipulation and addressing concerns with clarity and compassion, you can create a healthier dynamic or make the decision to prioritize your own well-being if needed. If you'd like to learn more about avoidant behaviors and how to navigate complex relationship dynamics, I've written several books that offer practical tools and insights. You'll find the links to those in the description below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences navigating this kind of relationship.